This entire 45-second cinematic sequence was generated from a single photo. No actors, no camera crew, no film school degree, just one image and OpenArt. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do this yourself. But before we dive in, let's set realistic expectations. Here's what this workflow will actually do. It'll turn one reference image into multiple professional camera angles, then animate each shot with precise control over motion and pacing. What it won't do, magically fix terrible starting images or give you Hollywood-level motion on the first try without any iteration. If your first frame is blurry, poorly lit, or crops out important details, this entire process breaks down. So we need to do this right from the very beginning. Now, I want to be transparent about the tools we're using. There are free AI platforms out there, and yes, you can technically do parts of this workflow for free. But here's the problem I ran into after testing dozens of tools. You hit limitations immediately. Most free platforms give you square images only, no aspect ratio control. You're capped at 720p resolution, which looks terrible when you animate it. You get maybe 5 to 10 generations per day before you're locked out. And worst of all, you're jumping between 4 or 5 different tools just to complete one workflow. One for image generation, another for upscaling, another for video, another for editing references. That's why I'm using OpenArt for this. It's an all-in-one AI creative platform, and it solves every single friction point I just mentioned. I can generate in 16.9 widescreen format in 2K or 4K from the start. No cropping, no reformatting, cinematic from frame 1. And the best part, everything is in one place, so I don't have to use other platforms for the same thing. If you want to follow along, the link is in the description. Alright, let's get into the workflow. Step 1. Generate the perfect starting image in OpenArt. Step 2. Create 4 cinematic camera angles from that image. Step 3. Upscale each camera angle individually. Step 4. Animate each angle with full motion control. Step 5. Edit and assemble into a complete sequence. 5 steps total. Everything happens in OpenArt. Let's get into it. Step 1. Your starting image. This is the foundation of everything. You need 3 specific things clearly visible: the character's full face, their complete outfit, and consistent lighting. Bad example: face cut off at the eyebrows, jacket only half in frame, inconsistent lighting. If you try to use this, the AI will generate 4 completely different looking characters across your camera angles. Good example: face fully visible from hairline to chin, complete outfit visible, full jacket, shirt underneath, even the pants, even lighting across the whole image, neutral or contextually appropriate background that doesn't distract the AI. Common mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1. Using a close-up headshot. You'll lose all outfit consistency across angles. Mistake 2. Using an image where the character is facing away or in profile. You need a clear front-facing or 3/4 view as your starting point. Creating your image in OpenArt. Go to OpenArt and select text to image. Use the Nano Banana Pro model. This is the key. Nano Banana Pro is specifically designed for character consistency, which is exactly what we need. Prompt example: full body portrait of a woman in her late 20s wearing a denim jacket and white shirt, standing in natural pose. Front-facing 3/4 view, soft natural lighting, forest background, professional photography style, highly detailed face and clothing, 8K quality. Set your aspect ratio to 16.9. Set resolution to 2K. Hit generate. Wait about 15 to 20 seconds. And there's your perfect reference image. Same character you see on screen right now. This is what we'll use to generate all our camera angles. Step 2. Create 4 cinematic camera angles from that image. Now here's where OpenArt really shines. We're going to take this single reference image and create 4 different professional camera angles, all while keeping the character perfectly consistent. Stay in OpenArt. Go to the image-to-image section. Upload your reference image. Here's the prompt structure that works. Using this reference image, create of the same character in the same outfit and lighting. Let's start with camera angle 1, wide shot. Prompt. Using this reference image, create a wide shot of the same character in the same outfit and lighting. Full body visible, standing in forest clearing. Cinematic framing, professional photography, 8K quality. Make sure you're still in 16:9 aspect ratio and 2K resolution. Generate. And there it is. Same character, same denim jacket, same face. But now we have a wide establishing shot showing her full body and environment. Now let's create camera angle 2, medium shot. Prompt. Using this reference image, create a medium shot of the same character in the same outfit and lighting. Frame from waist up, slight camera angle variation, forest background, cinematic framing, professional photography, 8K quality, perfect. Same character, same outfit, but now we're framed tighter, waist up. This is great for dialogue or emotional moments. Camera angle 3, close up. Prompt. Using this reference image, create a close-up shot of the same character in the same outfit and lighting. Frame from chest up, focus on face and expression, forest background softly blurred, cinematic framing, professional photography, 8K quality, beautiful. Now we have an intimate close-up. You can see the detail in her face, her expression, the texture of her jacket. This is the emotional beat shot. Camera angle 4, extreme close-up. Prompt. Using this reference image, create an extreme close-up shot of the same character. Focus on face only, from forehead to chin, intense detail on eyes and expression, cinematic framing, professional photography, 8K quality, and there's our fourth angle. This is the dramatic moment shot, pure emotion, pure intensity. Now look at what we have. 4 completely different camera angles, but the character is identical in all of them. Same face, same clothing, same lighting style. This is character consistency at its best, and it's only possible because we're using OpenArt's reference image system with Nano Banana Pro. Pro tip: if one angle doesn't look quite right, just regenerate that specific angle. You don't have to start over, just adjust the prompt slightly and generate again. Now we need to make sure each angle is at maximum quality before we animate. Even though we generated at 2K, upscaling adds that extra sharpness and detail that makes the final video look truly professional. Stay in OpenArt. Go to the upscale tool. Click on camera angle 1, the wide shot. Click on ultimate upscale and then precise upscale and fast for the version. Hit generate. Perfect. Now this wide shot is razor sharp and ready for animation. Repeat this for camera angles 2, 3, and 4. Same upscale options for each one. I do this in batches. Upload 2 at a time, let them process, download, then move to the next batch. Time saver. If you know you're only using 3 of the 4 angles in your final edit, only upscale the ones you'll actually animate. No point processing shots you won't use. Once all 4 angles are upscaled, you have 4 cinema-ready images. Same character, 4 angles, maximum quality. This is where your camera angles come to life. OpenArt has video generation built right into the platform, so we're staying right here. Go to the video generation section in OpenArt. Upload camera angle 1, the wide shot. Here's the motion prompt I'm using. Slow camera push-in on the character. She looks up slightly and her hair moves gently in the wind. Minimal body motion. Cinematic and realistic. Smooth and stable. I will use Kling 2.6. You can also use a newer model, Kling 3.0. Set the duration to 10 seconds or 5 depending on what you want. Set the audio on, this will make it look that much better. We want controlled cinematic movement, not chaotic AI motion. Generate. This takes about 3 to 5 minutes depending on server load. And there's our first shot, 10 seconds of smooth cinematic footage. The camera pushes in slowly, her hair moves naturally. This looks professional. When you're downloading each clip, make sure you're downloading them without OpenArt watermark. Now let's animate camera angle 2, the medium shot. Upload the medium shot to video generation. Camera stays locked in position. Character shifts her weight slightly and looks to the side. Natural subtle motion. Hair moves gently in breeze. Cinematic and realistic. Smooth and stable. Generate. Perfect. This is a contemplative moment. Minimal motion, maximum emotion. The camera doesn't move. We're just capturing a natural human moment. Download it. Camera angle 3, the close-up. Extreme close-up stays locked on character's face. She blinks once and takes a slow breath. Minimal facial motion. Shallow depth of field. Cinematic and realistic. Generate. That's a powerful shot. You can see every detail of her expression. This is the kind of intimate moment that makes cinematic sequences work. Download it again. Camera angle 4, the extreme close-up. Tight close-up of character's face. She smiles slightly and her eyes shift to look directly at camera. Minimal motion, intense detail, cinematic and realistic. For this one, I will set the duration to 5 seconds, hit generate, and that's our final shot. 4 completely different camera angles, all animated, all featuring the same character with perfect consistency. Motion control rules. I follow. Use slow, minimal, or locked for stable controlled shots. Use steady or natural for character movement. Avoid words like dynamic, fast, or intense, unless you specifically want energetic motion. Always end with cinematic and realistic to set the tone, lower motion intensity. Smoother, more professional results. Now we have 4 fully animated, high-quality cinematic shots. Each one is 10 seconds long, except the last on total runtime, about 45 seconds of core footage. But here's the thing, you can create as many camera angles as you want. 6 angles, 8 angles, 10 angles. The workflow is exactly the same. Reference image, generate angle, upscale, animate, rinse and repeat. If you want a 2-minute sequence, create 20 to 25 camera angles. If you want a 5-minute short film, create 50 to 60 angles. Step 5. Edit and assemble. Once all your shots are animated, it's time for final assembly. Export all your video clips from OpenArt and import them into any video editor. I'm using CapCut, but Premiere, Final Cut, or even DaVinci Resolve works. Drag your clips onto the timeline in the order that tells your story. You have creative control here. Maybe you start with the extreme close-up for impact, then cut to the wide shot to establish location, then medium shot for emotion, then close-up for the final beat. Now to make this truly cinematic, you can add things like transitions. Add subtle cross dissolves, about 0.3 seconds between clips. Nothing fancy, just smooth cuts. Color grading, this is huge. Increase contrast slightly, boost saturation by 10 to 15%. Add a teal and orange color grade if you want that blockbuster look. Even basic color correction makes a massive difference. Music. Add a subtle cinematic ambient track without lyrics. You want it to support the visuals, not overpower them. And there it is. A complete cinematic AI sequence created from a single starting image, all generated and animated entirely within OpenArt. Let's do a quick recap of the entire workflow. Generate your reference image in OpenArt using Nano Banana Pro. Full face, complete outfit, even lighting, 16.9 aspect ratio, 2K resolution. Create 4 cinematic camera angles from that reference image using image to image, wide shot, medium shot, close-up, extreme close-up, maintaining perfect character consistency, upscale each angle to 4K resolution for maximum quality, animate each angle with precise motion control prompts in OpenArt's video generator. Tailored motion for each shot, edit and polish with transitions, color grading and sound design in your video editor. And remember, this workflow scales. 4 angles gives you 20 seconds, 8 angles gives you 40 seconds. 20 angles gives you a full 2-minute sequence. You're only limited by how much time you want to invest. If you want to follow this exact workflow with the same tools and settings I'm using, I've left my links in the description below. And I'd love to see what you create with this. Drop a link to your AI sequence in the comments. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.